What's up? It's your girl Savage Flower.
Live for you, these You're now tuned in to the Rock the Block Show.
Only on How Do You Meet Radio Soul Flow.
I'm it up.
Yes. Okay. That was my girl, Chocolate, Brat Chocolate, and Chosen with Fall in Love. You gotta love good music, man. Good music, man. Nowadays, I feel like niggas ain't really making good music, man. Niggas just want to talk about killing fucking the life out of Nobody just want to make love no more. Nobody got no respect. We got to take music back to them days because it's fucking up the community. Niggas listening to this bullshit all day and going out into the community and actually living out these bogus bullshit ass fantasies. And yeah, we got to get better at that. Man, I got a couple topics that I want to get into. You know, last year we ended off the year on a high note. We started doing these segments. You know what I'm saying? Both of my hosts are on the phone right now, so we want to...
I'm locked in.
Oh, you locked in? Okay, all right, just making sure you locked in. So we want to continue on that path, you know, giving y'all great content, good content out in the YouTube world. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with us, you know. And this year we're going to give y'all more better content, more content, and higher profile guests on the show. So definitely thanks for tuning in and rocking with us. Let's get into this first topic. Last week there was a commissioner meeting, city commission meeting, where the commission voted 4-1 to stand on their decision to oust the Virginia Key Board of Trustees. Now, this language may be foreign to some or maybe going over your head a little bit, but just to give a little bit more context to what I'm saying, basically what happened a couple months back, the city commissioners got together and devised this plan, this coup almost, to overthrow or get rid of the existence of the Board of Trustees at Virginia Key, the historic Virginia Key Beach Park, which is the historic black beach, the first beach that blacks were able to visit and congregate at in the city of Miami way back when. Since then, this beach has been deemed historic land. It has been under the control, under the watchful eye of the Virginia Key Beach Board of Trustees, which was set in place to represent or be a voice for the people in the community in overseeing the park's operations, management, and projects that took place out there. The current board, if I'm not mistaken, has been in place for the past 18 years, if I'm not mistaken. And in 18 years, I can say that I have seen tremendous changes at the beach park. It's very pristine. It's a beautiful park. Any of you all been to the beach park recently? Have you been to Virginia Key Beach recently? You know anything about the history of it?
Nope. You gonna learn today?
You're like a late 90s baby or early 2000s baby.
Learn today.
I'm early 2000s.
Early 2000s baby. See, okay. So Virginia Key Beach, this is just for Chocolate's, knowledge.
Oh, you don't care about my opinion?
Nah, dude. I'm just. No, it wasn't even an opinion. It was a question.
Too. Yeah.
It was a question.
You was asking me the question too.
So do you know about the park, the beach park?
Yeah, I went with you.
You went with
Wait, you did all of that just so you could say that? Really? Really?
Nope.
You did go with me,
yeah,
right about
know.
that. But okay, so outside of that, did you know that Miami had a historic black beach, a historic landmark? This is all right, so basically what's going on right now is...
They do?
Yeah, we have what's called Virginia Key Beach Park Trustee. I just taught you something today, and I hope that people out there...
You
gonna learn today.
You gotta go visit, you gotta go visit. Why not go streak down the beach? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's visiting that motherfucker anyways. It's blown dry. You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, Lord.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are people visiting it. White people are visiting it. The European people are visiting it. And the Hispanic people in the city are definitely visiting it. They go out there and they visit this park. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, it's not like the crystal clear waters of the Bahamas. You got to deal with a little bit of sea, some sea grass down at the bottom. But if you get past that, the water is actually pristine, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the shit in the water, man. When you deal with the water, is not biology,
Oceanology.
some shit like that, man. That's another term for it, but you're close. Ocean, the fucking marine biology, right? The marine life out there, the sea life out there is alive and well, it's thriving. I like to go snorkeling out there. You see all the fish, the stingrays and the conch shells, and it's thriving. So them Chicos go out there. They have barbecues on the beach.
It's an historic.
I want to go fishing. I want to go catch me some fucking live fish and cook that right there on the beach. We should actually do that this weekend, to be honest with you. Rock the block, you know, link up, gather, and get together, because this is the problem. This is the problem in itself. The reason why the city commissioners were even able to come in there and do what they did, live basically, virtually, on these people.
Because us as a community, right?
Because us as a community is not utilizing. We have not been actively involved in visiting the beach. Now, mind you, last year we were planning an event, and Tybee can attest to this, you know, an event incorporating college students, black college students from all over. When they came into Miami, they'd have a retreat to go to other than South Beach and spend, because we spend so much money, so much black dollars spent on South Beach, billions of dollars every spring, well, upwards a couple millions, you know, millions of dollars every spring break. And none of the black businesses within the city, Liberty City, you know what I'm saying, Overtown, the Subs, Miami Gardens, even see a third of this. A lot of those students, they'll go spend their money at Finger Licking. E-Class, them boys gonna see some of the money. But other than that, outside of that, what other businesses are they spending their money at? They go to South Beach, they locked in, they staying at the hotels over there, they eating over there. So that money never circulates to any of us. So I wanted to create this utopian environment where college students could come down, black college students, and retract their money from South Beach, take it over to Virginia Key. We load it up with vendors, we load it up with entertainment, and we there for 2 or 3 days rocking out instead of on South Beach. But unfortunately, my business partner that I was working to put this play together with, Jeff, he passed away last February. Actually, his death anniversary is coming up. But we still have 2 dates locked in at Virginia Key Beach Park for an event, any style of event that we want to put together. And that I just said that to say that I was actively, and it was as a child, my family, this was the beach that we went to for our family gatherings. We ain't go to Harlover Beach. We went to Virginia Key Beach. We rented a pavilion and we set up our barbecue and we kicked it there. Even though it was illegal, we took conch shell out of the water and cracked that right there and made conch salad and fresh right out the water. This is the wild, like, nah, it's a movie. So basically what we believe, or the community believe, or is in fear of, is that the city will, now that they have complete control over this property now, and the trust is out the way, like I said, the trust was a voice for the community, that they gonna pretty much turn this into South Beach. They gonna do the South Beach with it, because that's the only beach that the city of Miami really owns or has control over. Beachfront that we have in the city of Miami. All that other shit is South Beach. That ain't us. North Beach, South Beach, Harlover Beach, you know, that's not us. You know what I'm saying? The only city of Miami beachfront would be Virginia Key Beach, right? So people are fearful that they gonna let, you know, they selling the beach off to these high level developers. You know what I'm saying? These white, Hispanics, or whatever European developers, they gonna come over there, build resorts, they gonna build restaurants, they gonna build lounges and all type of shit. And turn it down. They gonna build these resorts, all type of things, and the black community or these black business owners are gonna be left out of the conversation or the equation, right? So that's the fear, right? That's the only fear, right? Black inclusion. How do you create black inclusion? You have to include yourself. You have to actively be participating. You have to actively be going to these facilities. And that's basically the premise of the conversation. So you, as a kid, did you grow up going to the park?
Of course. I was an outside child.
Man, this shit died. So that's the one. Goddamn. All right. Well, with that being said, we about to reset the camera. We could actually finish talking about this. You got a battery right there. Damn, that was a hell of a segment. That shit was dope. But camera died on us. Maybe we'll be able to retrieve the video. Who knows, man? But
I'm thinking, let's get it.
yeah, mark that one right now. Put it to the side, and we're gonna mark that one. But that's the dilemma that's going on in the community. You know what I'm saying? That you know, the black community is now in fear that this is gonna happen. But have you been utilizing it? Have you been going out to the park?
How can they fear though? Everybody in the house, everybody on social media.
Everybody in the tell them, Chocolate.
So how
Talk
can
for the
they
people from
fear?
your era.
No, for real.
If you're not outside, how the f do you even have an opinion? You got to be outside. You got to be in the mix of shit. But if you want to be on Call of Duty all day,
Exactly.
Not Call of Duty on
You want to
Fortnite,
be on no, for real, because social media has taken over the world. It really has.
Facts.
It's to the point where kids can't even get on social media. Everything is exposed. Okay?
Y'all preaching
Everything
right
is
now.
exposed. I'm sorry, but this is the side that nobody don't get to see. But no, for real.
right?
Everything is exposed, and I'm trying to understand how us as a black community could be mad that the white people is taking over. Not to say
Talk
white
that.
people.
Preach,
Sorry,
Chocolate.
but
Preach. Jesus.
How can they get mad when the white people is taking over when us as a black people, we don't even want to come together to do anything for one.
Shit. If it ain't destructive, if a nigga ain't killing or robbing a nigga or bitching a nigga up,
Everybody
or
is
something like
hating,
that.
it's envious, it's jealousy. Like, why you think people moving to Atlanta and stuff?
Right. That was
They help, and when I went to Atlanta, let me tell you, it's a lot of black-owned everything up there.
Right.
A lot of black-owned.
You damn near got no
stores.
choice but to support it, right?
Exactly, but in Miami, everybody's just hating. Everybody hates.
Just to give context, because we had to restart the camera again. We were just talking about the city commissioner's decision to vote. They made a 4-1 vote in favor of ousting the Virginia Keys Board of Trustees, which was a board of black individuals appointed by the community to be a voice for the community in situations like this, and to make sure that the interest of the park was kept in the interest of the people. You know what I mean? And the city just did some funny stuff. We're not gonna call out no names specifically, but the city did some funny stuff and basically accuse these people of malfeasance, which is mismanagement of money and funds, basically having their hands in the cookie jar, which was the reason why they're saying in 18 years that the museum at Virginia, which the historic black museum that was supposed to be built years ago, has not been built, which they call in a county auditor, an auditor from the city to audit the trust, and they found that there was no mismanagement of funds, there was no money stolen, that the city made these claims up just so they could go in and bully this pristine real estate from the hands or operation of the trust. And like I was saying, I asked the question to Chocolate, you know, has she ever heard of Virginia Key Beach? Has she ever been there? Did she even know that for people in her generation, people fought to have this piece of real estate that was deemed as historic black lands for our people to be able to go out there? Back in the day, if Chocolate was born in the 1940s and 50s, she would have been in a thong bikini out on Virginia Key Beach, letting it all hang out with her people, vibing. And that's the importance of this park. Even though we so far removed from the segregation, which that's a whole nother topic. If you ask me, segregation ruined our people. It fucked up our people because it made us devalue anything that was black owned, black operated, and black created. We lost the value in black owned businesses. The black community grocery store that used to be in the hood that everybody shopped at. Nah, nigga want to take their money to Walmart. Nigga want to take their money to Winn-Dixie. When it was community butchers, community meat stores, you had community convenience store. Not every convenience store or corner store that you go to in the hood is a Arab on it. Why do these niggas get all the contracts to corner stores? How does
Don't do that, because let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie. Dealing with an Arab, they are very smart. For one, and they know how to advertise.
Shout out to the Arab. That's the saying,
they
nigga.
know
That's
how to
our Eastern
advertise, and they know how to come together.
one thing that no disrespect to the Arab people, because even though they may look down on certain niggas,
I love my Arab people.
they sand niggas. They the Eastern version of niggas. They their own right a nigga. But why do they get to come into our communities, control the liquor stores, control the convenience stores? These are all issues that we need to be up on.
Because them the people that save their money.
They save their money. They deserve it, basically.
They don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
Them motherfuckers be in that gas station 24 hours, don't they? Same nigga from the night before.
And they not some haters.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't like the fact that they own all the hooks, all the snappers.
But
they put that poisonous, greasy ass food in the community. That junk food in the corner store. They selling every cigarette and tobacco product, but I can't even hate.
Though, you still go to the corner store, right?
I'm still buying my grab a leaf. Okay. I'm still buying my backwoods.
Okay.
So, I'm part of the problem, man. Drop a ball for me.
Okay. Damn. What's the issue?
But yeah, that's the issue is, man, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I just want to put this out there running from, and mind you, the camera cut out on us. We had some interesting, great dialogue leading into this, but that was the premise of it. The Virginia Key Beach, the city commissioners ousting the board of trustees, and the people really not being able to do about it other than appeal. I guess we can appeal it. You know, it can be appealed. You know, we can continue to fight, but I think the number one thing that we can do is get in front of these issues and be actively activating these spaces. We still have spaces like the Hampton House, which is going to be the Hampton Casa in a minute. If we let the Hispanics come in and keep taking.
What's that?
Oh, see, I'm putting you up on a lot of knowledge to the Hampton House.
Let me be honest. I love history. And I really don't know too much because, too much about Miami like that. I'm not even going to lie. Outsiders know more.
You want me to tell you the problem?
I feel like they don't advertise enough. They don't come. They don't have events. They don't have food drives. They don't have toy drives. They don't advertise a lot of stuff in Miami. What's going on is,
what happened was you was born at the cusp of the ecstasy era in Miami. So everybody that was born during the ecstasy era,
they was doing ecstasy.
They was doing a lot of ecstasy in Miami. Club Metropolis, Club Life, all these different places. They was doing a lot of ecstasy, and I think that ecstasy culture started where it was, the crack epidemic was.
Them lazy, basically.
Ecstasy made a motherfucker dumb as hell, retarded, party, want to just all day and f them kids, basically. So basically, what ended up happening
was.
Was
what's so crazy is because the next generation, the generation that I'm in now, it's up to us to get it back to what it was before.
Definitely, it's up to y'all to be self-informed and to understand the importance of having this knowledge and this information. Y'all, it's kind of a lot of shit that was skipped over in y'all era because it was a lot of bozos and bimbos coming out of the ecstasy era, the crack era. You know what I'm saying? That kind of missed out on handing down that information, or they didn't realize the importance of the value of handling it down. I think the 90s, us 90 babies, we was at the cusp of, we was. Birth of these we were birthed from the civil rights era, damn near, you know what I'm saying? So that was still very much prominent and prevalent in our schooling. The history, Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? Teaching you about historic Black figures.
I'm sorry, let's talk about that.
They taking it out of school. They trying to erase our shit.
I'm sorry, but I feel like in school right now they need to teach more than just Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and all of that. It's deeper. It's like our roots are way more deeper. Why they don't teach us about the Egyptians? Why they don't teach us more about that
Kemetic
stuff?
laws.
I had a teacher that taught me that, and I was kind of happy because I was tired of listening to Martin Luther King and slavery. It's deeper than that.
It's deeper than that. Tell us about what was kings and queens.
Teach us that.
They don't want you to know that.
Money, how we own stuff. That's the real. That's the real. From us.
Exactly. They gonna hide. That's what this system is about.
I'm sorry. I feel like it's more to just Martin Luther King and Rosa. But don't get me wrong. I'm happy y'all fought for us, especially Rosa Parks, baby.
Right.
She said she ain't getting up out that seat, and I know that's
not
right.
Sitting in nobody back of their bus.
But no, I feel like it's more deeper than that. Why don't teach us about spirituality stuff?
Right, that's the shit they don't want you to know. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's important.
Even in churches, they don't teach you that. Well, my church teach you about spirituality.
They gonna treat you about Christianity. They want you to
religion,
white Jesus and all that good shit.
It ain't no white Jesus. know what color Jesus was, to be real.
I tell you what, he came
He's
from a
a
place in the
spirit.
Middle East, and I can tell you one thing about people that I know in the Middle East and eastern parts of the world, they all brown and tan. I can tell you for the most part of that, you know what
So
I'm
he
saying?
was black. We don't know.
Yeah, right.
We don't
He
know.
came from the Middle East somewhere. But
We
yeah,
don't know.
you know, like I say, that's basically what I wanted to touch on, just community issue. You know, we want to get that out there to the people, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all stay on top of that. And like I say, make sure you tap in there with the Sandrell River Theater. Make sure you tap in there with events going on at the Hampton House. That's what you asked. What was the Hampton House? I'll explain that to you briefly. Hampton House is located on 27th Avenue in about 42nd Street, if I'm not mistaken. It's right in front of that gas station on the corner. It's a facility. It was a room and house. It was an event space where basically back in the 40s and 50s, after black entertainers would perform on South Beach, they couldn't stay out there. They were still considered niggas. They could come perform, make their little money. So they would have to come back and stay over in Overtown. Or what they would do is they'll go make a bag over on South Beach. They come back and perform for their people for free over in some of the historic venues in Overtown. So it was a theater, it was a restaurant, it was a room and house, it was like a hotel where black people could come back and
So that's where Trick
stay at.
Daddy and all
Nah,
that.
that's not what Trick Daddy wasn't even around in this era. This is more like Sam Cooke, you feel me?
To be funny.
Malcolm X and those guys. But definitely, there's a historic black venue in Miami that we stand a chance of losing if we not activating these spaces. You know, shout out to Dr. Pickney, you know what I'm saying, and other black leaders, black Miami leaders, you know, and like I say, we just want to create awareness across generations about these issues going on in the city because, man, it's more than about, you know, fucking on the next bitch and killing a nigga because of some petty shit, bro. There's a lot of
That's all
real
it do,
issues
be
going there. There's a lot of grant money. There's a lot of grant money out there. There's a lot of opportunity for young black individuals in our generation, and we got to be about the task of taking advantage of it and building, you know, unity amongst our people. I want to get into a little record before we get into that next topic. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this Zoe Brinks and Tafia record, B&B. Let's do it.
No, B&B.
People got the artist